For the last 71 years, we've watched some of the greatest moments in sports history.
The Celtics now lead 45. And West with a long jump. Russell deflected it and keeps it. Beautiful play. Feeds off quickly to Havlicek. Has been guarded by Krebs, who is holding back. Goes up. They jump long. Cousy throws it high in the air. And the Boston Celtics are the world champions. Oscar Robertson throws to Kareem. 7 seconds. Winkle. The guy up. Kareem with a big pressure shot.
Hayes setting something up with Larry Bird, who gets it low. Puts a move on Byron Scott. What a move by Larry Bird. Malone is doubled. They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. It's Kobe again. Portland in 3 timeouts. The Lakers have 2. Bryant to shot.
And this fall, I'm going to take my time to South Beach. Join Miami.
James pulls up. Puts it in. 4-point lead. 35 for LeBron James. Timeout San Antonio.
It's off the runner. Defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger?
But what if we went all the way back and redid it? Today is the year 2009. Welcome back, guys, to another episode of NBA 2K History Resimulation. If you guys are enjoying the series, hit that like button, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and also down below, comment really anything, but let me know what you guys think about the NBA Finals. Right now, as I'm recording this, Boston is up 2-0 in the series. I think I picked Boston in 5, pretty sure. But let me know in the comments below what you guys think. And also let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this series. Are you guys enjoying it? What are your guys' predictions here for as we enter the 2010s? And does LeBron, after missing the playoffs here, after winning an NBA title the year before, can he get back to the NBA Finals? But first, I do got a comment from you guys. I got 2. And the first one from Roman Ramirez, best series on YouTube by far. By the way, this is for the 2003 to 2006 episode. Best series on YouTube by far. Excellent job, as always. Quick thoughts. Shaq and Kobe have officially become the greatest duo in NBA history. 7 rings together, by far the most elite peak ever, and anchored the greatest dynasty in history with their Raptors squad. Kevin McHale has become the first to win a ring as both a player and a coach. He's 3-0 in the finals as a head coach with the Bulls and Raptors. That I actually missed completely. I knew he was a coach, but I just kind of didn't really think about him winning as a player and a coach. I thought this was an awesome comment. You have to feel for Chris Webber. Made the finals with 3 different teams: Jazz, Bulls, Nuggets, but only one was successful. Still will go down as an absolute legend, though, and had one of the most dominant finals performances with the Bulls. The Heat are by far the worst team of this series so far. They've existed as a franchise for 18 years, and they have yet to even win a playoff game or series, as in their sole playoff appearance in 1998. They got swept by the Raptors. Hopefully, they'll be able to turn their luck around. And then the last part, and props to Jordan for a great career. He had a truly amazing run, and he finished with one of the most impressive resumes in league history: 4 rings, 4 finals MVP, 6-time regular season MVP, and all-time leading scorer in NBA history with over 42,000 points scored. This was an awesome comment, and I learned a couple things, which is kind of hilarious because I'm the one, recording this series. But there's things that I miss. So if you guys see anything that I miss, let me know in the comments below, because a couple of these things I didn't really even think of. I'm busy recording and commentating, right? Some things I miss. So if you guys see anything that maybe I miss, let me know in the comments below. Next comment we got from W23. This is the greatest thing I've ever watched on YouTube, but thank you for doing this, and can't wait for the 2010s. Thank you guys for your guys' comments. I love going through the comments. It's a lot of fun. So keep them coming. I'm really enjoying seeing all of the comments and all the things that maybe I missed, or your guys' different thoughts. You know, some of you guys think MJ is the greatest. Some of you think Kobe is the greatest. Some of you guys think Magic is the greatest. So it's pretty cool seeing all your guys' opinions. Next thing I want to show you guys is this real quick. I have a all-time list. So I have the top 15 scorers, assist leaders, rebounders, steals, and blocks leaders on here. So I have the top 15. This won't update every video. It'll probably update every other video. I don't know. I'll try and update it as much as I can. And it's also not perfect. Obviously, there's some issues with dealing with the past from before 1983 and then post 1983, because obviously we had two different files, right? We had just a normal where we technically started in 2024 but put it at 1950 or 1949, and then we moved over to the eras version in 83. So it's not perfect, but it's as close as I could get it. And I thought this was really cool. One of you guys wanted to see some of these, and I just figured I'd put it in the Google Sheet. So in the description, go ahead and click that link. You guys will see history, GOAT list, and then all-time leaders list, and that will be here. If you guys want to see any other types of all-time leader stuff, let me know in the comments below. Maybe like most points ever scored in a game, you know, stuff like that. If you guys want to see that list, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and get them up here. So this is pretty cool. If you guys want to check it out, it's in the description. On to the 2009 offseason. Gary Payton, Rodney Rogers, Vin Baker, Jalen Rose, Michael Finley, Aaron McKee, Bobby Jackson, Alvin Williams, Keith Van Horn, they all retire. And for Hall of Famers, we've got two. Gary Payton, averaging 15, 5, and 8 assists, 10-time All-Star. Never won a championship, never on an All-NBA one or first or second team, but was on the third team twice. All defensive first team 3 times, all defensive second team 4 times. And if you go ahead and look at that sheet, he is second on the all-time steals list with 2,729, right behind Michael Jordan at 3,224. And I don't think he's on. Oh no, he is on the all-time assist leaderboard as well. He's at number 5 with 11,588. So pretty good career for Gary Payton, one of the best defensive players of all time. Vin Baker, 21 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists per game, 5-time All-Star, was a 6th Man of the Year 1 time, All-NBA, first team 1 time, second team 4 times. He is also onto the Hall of Fame. Now to the 2009 draft lottery. The Hornets, Celtics, Wizards, Warriors, Lakers, Cavs, Kings, Rockets, Heat, and Spurs are your top 10. Some trades going on at 11, 12, and 14. Some of those might be protected, so we'll see. But the Hornets with the best odds at landing the number 1 overall pick. This is the Blake Griffin draft. Steph Curry, James Harden. Who else is in this draft? It's a really good draft. I mean, Ty Lawson, one of my favorite players growing up as a Nuggets fan. So let's see who wins the 2009 draft lottery. The Boston Celtics are number 1, Hornets are 2, Wizards are 3, Warriors are 4, Lakers are 5, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are 6. Into the 2009 NBA draft, and with the number 1 overall pick, the Boston Celtics will select Tyreke Evans. What? Okay, well, in real life, Steph was at number 7, so I'm not surprised that Steph wasn't taken number 1. I am surprised Blake Griffin didn't get taken number 1 overall. Tyreke Evans goes first to Boston. Wow, okay. With the number 2 overall pick, the New Orleans Hornets will select Drew Holiday. What is going on? Where's Blake Griffin? With the 3rd overall pick, the Washington Wizards select DeMar DeRozan. Wow, okay. Can Steph go to the Warriors like he did in real life? At 4, the Golden State Warriors will select Steph Curry. Are you kidding me? Steph goes to Golden State. That is awesome. That's pretty cool. At number 5, the LA Lakers will select Ty Lawson. I'm so confused. Did Blake Griffin just get deleted or something? Where is Blake Griffin? At number 6, the Cleveland Cavaliers will select Blake Griffin. There he is. Wow. Okay, so Blake falls to 6 all the way to the Cavs. The Kings take Brandon Jennings. At 8, the Houston Rockets are trading for Richard Jefferson and a 2013 first-round pick from the Spurs. So San Antonio will, at 8, take Darren Collison. At 9, the Miami Heat take James... Oh my God, I forgot. James Harden falls to 9 to Miami. By the way, that means Russell Westbrook and James Harden are teammates in Miami. That's kind of crazy. At 10, the Spurs take Joe Ingles. At 11, Patrick Mills and Wesley Matthews both go to the Bobcats at 11 and 12. What a shocking draft. On to free agency here in 2009. Chris Paul does return to Utah. Pau Gasol goes to New Orleans. He leaves Milwaukee and joins the Hornets. Zach Randolph is headed to Golden State to pair up with Steph. He leaves Portland. That's an interesting one. Hedo Turkoglu leaves Cleveland. Oh man, it could have been him and Blake. Okay. Well, he goes to Orlando. Monte Ellis goes to Atlanta, or stays in Atlanta with Kevin Durant. The Lakers, they will sign Michael Redd. Drew Gooden heads to or stays in Orlando. Andre Miller to the Knicks. Kyle Korver stays with New Jersey. Jason Terry goes to Memphis. And Rip Hamilton goes to the Bulls. Dwayne Wade wins his first regular season MVP of his career. 28 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, nearly 2 steals, and a block. Shooting 50% from the field, 42% from 3, and 78% from the free throw line. Steph Curry wins Rookie of the Year with the Golden State Warriors. He put up 28 and 7. Are you kidding me? That they don't have anyone, so I'm assuming that's why. But still, that's pretty impressive. Stephon Marbury, 15 and 6 per game. He's your 6th man of the year. Tim Duncan wins the DPOY with 14 rebounds, 1.8 blocks, and 1 steal. Gortat wins most improved with 13 and 7. And the Orlando Magic had the best record in the NBA. Dwayne Wade, Jason Richardson, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, and Shaq are on the All-NBA first team. On the second team, we got Steve Nash, Manu Ginobili, Chris Bosh, Kevin Garnett, and Pau Gasol. Kobe Bryant is down to the third team, averaging 24, 7, and 8. Joe Johnson, Dirk, and Kevin Durant, and Chris Kaman round out the third team. KD this year, 24, 8, and 5 per game. All defensive first team got Kidd, Wade, Duncan, Garnett, and Jermaine O'Neal. Second team got Bryant, Ginobili, LeBron, Chris Bosh, and Marcus Camby. All rookie first team, we got Steph. Blake Griffin for Cleveland put up 23, 7, and 4. Harden for Miami put up 17, 2, and 5. Brandon Jennings for Sacramento, 16 and 6. And DeMar DeRozan for the Wizards, 18, 2, and 3. Tyreek Evans, number 1 overall pick, put up 16, 4, and 3. So not bad. Drew Holiday with 13, 3, and 3. Ty Lawson had 7 and 3 assists with the LA Lakers. Manu Ginobili led the league in scoring. It's so bizarre, man. Like, just random players who just go crazy offensively, like Turkoglu. It makes no sense. But Ginobili led the league in points per game. Pau Gasol leads the league in rebounds per game. Steve Nash leads the league in assists per game. LeBron led the league in steals with 2.1. And then Yao Ming led the league with 2 blocks. LeBron was third in blocks. I'm kind of surprised he didn't win DPOY. Probably because just the lack of rebounds. But, I mean, 2 steals and 2 blocks per game is very, very impressive. So on to the playoffs. The Utah Jazz do have the number 1 seed in the West. Memphis with the 2 seed. Actually, I'll look at the lineups here. Got Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Lamar Odom, Kurt Thomas, and Kendrick Perkins for the Utah Jazz. They play the Thunder, who have Conley, Delonte West, McGetty, Kevin Love, Al Jefferson. Dallas will play Portland with Iguodala, Wilson Chandler, Chris Bosh. Portland with Nate Robinson, Vince Carter, Gortat, and Chris Kaman. Luau Deng's on that team. The Lakers with rookie Ty Lawson, Michael Redd, Jeff Green, Serge Ibaka, and Dwight Howard. They play the Clippers with Manu Ginobili and Juwan Howard, Tyson Chandler. Memphis plays Denver. Garnett and Camby for Memphis, and then Kidd and Ray Allen and Weber for Denver. On to the East, Chicago plays Philly. Mike Bibby, Richard Hamilton, Shane Battier, Tim Duncan, and Andrew Bogut, the 1-seeded Chicago Bulls. Played the 8-seeded 76ers with Rondo, Crawford, Ron Artest, Marc Gasol on that team. Detroit, the 4 seed, with Steve Nash, Jameer Nelson, Grant Hill, McDyess, and Eddie Curry. The Toronto Raptors are the 5 seed, with Derek Fisher, Kobe Bryant, Kentel Woods, Kenyon Martin, and an older, only 88 overall, Shaquille O'Neal. He put up 20, 11, and 4 this season. New York will play the Nets. Andre Miller, Isaiah Ryder, Peja Stojakovic, Richard Jefferson, and Elton Brand for the Knicks. For New Jersey, it's Jay Williams, Kyle Korver, LeBron James, Sharif Abdur-Rahim, and Emeka Okafor, with Danny Granger and Deshaun Stevenson coming off the bench. Orlando, the 2 seed, will play Indiana. Kyle Lowry, Turkoglu, Gooden, and Ben Wallace. And then for the Pacers, we got Gilbert Arenas, Quentin Richardson, Rudy Gay, Murray Speets, and Jermaine O'Neal. So on to round number 2. And the Denver Nuggets, New Jersey Nets, Indiana Pacers, Oklahoma City Thunder, Detroit Pistons, LA Lakers, and the Portland Trailblazers and the Chicago Bulls. So 1-seeded Bulls get eliminated. So we've got Utah versus Dallas, Memphis versus the Clippers, Toronto versus Philly, and Orlando versus New York. So LeBron is a first-round exit this year, now 2 years removed from winning his first NBA title. On to the conference finals. The Knicks, the Jazz, the Raptors, and the Clippers are all eliminated. So the defending champions, right? Oh no, the Dallas Mavericks are the defending champions. They're on to conference finals. The Utah Jazz, who won 3 years ago, they are eliminated. So we've got Memphis versus Dallas, and then we've got in the East Orlando with Kyle Lowry, Turkoglu, Drew Gooden, and Ben Wallace. They'll play the 76ers with Rondo, Crawford. What a weird Eastern Conference Finals. Just a bizarre conference finals. I mean, Dallas could go back-to-back. Let's see what happens. Game number 1, it goes to Dallas and Philly. Game 2 will also go to Dallas, but Orlando ties up the series with Philly. Game 3 will go to Dallas and Orlando. And Game 4, the Dallas Mavericks are headed back to the NBA Finals. Chris Bosh could win a 2nd straight NBA title. Kind of random, but okay. The Orlando Magic and the 76ers are tied up at 2 here. And Philly wins Game 5 on the road in Orlando. Wow. On to Game 6. And the 8-seeded Philadelphia 76ers are on to the NBA Finals. What? Rondo, Crawford, Artest, Marcus Haslip, whoever that is. Dude, what? This is bizarre. Kirk Heinrich, Andre Iguodala, Trevor Ariza, Chris Bosh, and Big Z is the starting lineup for the Dallas Mavericks. I'd be shocked if Dallas doesn't win this series. The Dallas Mavericks have a chance to win their 2nd straight NBA championship, up by 2 after 1, up by 6 at the half. And they'll go ahead and win this one. 108-89. Chris Bosh with 32, 12, and 5. Big Z with 18 and 12. Andre Iguodala with 16 for the Sixers. 27 and 15 for Rondo. On to game number 2. And after 1, the Mavericks up by 8. Up by 10 at the half. And they should win this one pretty easily. They do. 109-98. Bosh with another double-double, 24 and 12. Felton with 24, 3 and 6. Iggy with 18 and 6. Rondo, another pretty good game for Rondo with 25, 8 and 6 and 3 steals. But the Dallas Mavericks take a 2-0 series lead. On to game number 3 in Philly. We're all tied up after 1. The Mavs take a 6-point lead at the half and a 16-point lead going into the 4th, and that'll do it. Another blowout, 113-90. 36, 16, and 4 for Chris Bosh. A steal and 2 blocks. Chris Bosh is turning into one of the best players in this league. Big Z with 27 and 6. I mean, this Dallas team is a really good team. So like, I'm kind of surprised they beat Utah a little bit. But hey, I mean, they won last year. It's a really, really good roster in Dallas. A 2-point lead for Philly after 1, but Dallas taking control. Now Philly comes back in the 3rd quarter. And on to the 4th, though, Dallas just steps on their throats. I mean, it's just the Dallas Mavericks are going to win this thing easily. 3 seconds on the clock, and that will do it. The Dallas Mavericks are back-to-back NBA champions. Wow. This is honestly shocking. Chris Bosh and the Dallas Mavericks have more titles now than Dwayne Wade and LeBron James. Wow. Chris Bosh is doing what Chris Webber couldn't do, is basically what's happening. I mean, Webber was such a good player and just kept losing in the finals with the Bulls, the Nuggets, whoever else he was on. I can't remember at this point. Chris Bosh is going to be back-to-back finals MVP. Absolutely insane. Wow, this is one of the more shocking things in this series. Chris Bosh is back-to-back finals MVP. I mean, it's a really good team. You got Big Z, Iguodala, Kirk Heinrich, Raymond Felton. It's a good team, but man, shocking. Chris Bosh in the finals put up 31.7 points per game, 12.5 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block and a half per game. What a run here the last couple of years for Chris Bosh. I mean, it's pretty cool to see, but absolutely insane. Isaiah Ryder, Glenn Robinson, Eddie Jones, Kurt Thomas, Eric Dampier, Tino Mobley, Mike James, they all retire. Steve Francis retires as well. And Glenn Robinson makes the Hall of Fame, 26 a game, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 5-time All-Star, All-NBA first team 1 time, All-NBA second team 3 times. So he is your only Hall of Famer in 2010. On to the 2010 NBA Draft Lottery. The Cleveland Cavaliers have the best odds at winning the #1 overall pick. Washington at 2, the Hornets at 3, Miami at 4, and Boston at 5. So let's go ahead and see who wins the #1 overall pick. It will be the Washington Wizards. So the Wizards get the first overall pick. Cleveland at 2, Boston at 3, the Hornets at 4, and the Miami Heat at 5. Golden State is at 9. Remember, they have Steph. So we'll keep an eye on what they do with their pick at number 9. On to the 2010 NBA Draft, and with the #1 overall pick, the Washington Wizards will select Paul George. Paul George goes #1 overall in this world. Wow. The original #1 overall pick was, I believe, John Wall in this draft. But PG-13 goes to Washington, and he's not going to be number 13. So we'll see how that goes for the Wizards. With the second overall pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers will select DeMarcus Cousins. So they got Blake Griffin and DeMarcus Cousins now. All right, 2 pretty good bigs there. We'll see what happens in Cleveland. John Wall goes number 3 to Boston. At 4, the New Orleans Hornets will select Wesley Johnson. At 5, the Miami Heat take Greg Monroe. At 6, the Phoenix Suns will trade their pick. No way! Allen Iverson is being traded? Wow. Allen Iverson and Antoine Jameson are headed to Phoenix for the 6th overall pick and a top 10 protected 2011 first round pick. So Minnesota has back-to-back picks here at 6 and 7. They take Alicia. Oh my God. Okay. At 7, they will take Evan Turner. Yikes. By the way, Klay Thompson is still available. Klay could be paired up with KD or Steph here within the next couple picks. At pick number 8, Atlanta will select Eric Bledsoe. And at 9, the Golden State Warriors take... Oh, they don't take him. They take Gordon. I mean, look, Gordon Hayward's not a bad player. But they had Klay right there. Oh, man. Landry Fields goes 10. Wait, is Klay not in this draft? He should be, right? Or am I crazy? Oh, wait. No, he's in next year's draft. Is he really in next year's draft? I'm so confused now. Yeah, he's in... What, really? For some reason, I thought Klay was back-to-back. Steph and Klay were back-to-back drafts. But my bad. They aren't. But they do take Gordon Hayward. Pretty good pickup there for Golden State. He's a solid player. But it'll be interesting to see what happens with the Wizards and Cavs The Cavs, obviously, with Blake Griffin and DeMarcus Cousins now. The Timberwolves, man. I mean, yeah, you trade AI, you get some picks. I get it. But then you turn around and you take those two. Not great. Hassan Whiteside gets taken by the Bobcats. And then, oh, look at that. Jeremy Lin taken by the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. On to free agency here in 2010. We still have a couple guys not signed here, like Brandon Rush, JJ Barea isn't signed. Oh! Yes! That is amazing! LeBron James signs in Cleveland. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. That's going to be a good team. With Blake Griffin and DeMarcus Cousins. LeBron James is headed to Cleveland. Wow. I mean, it was first round exits in back-to-back years with the Nets after winning the finals, but they let Kenyon Martin go. Obviously, Vince Carter had left, so they lost a couple of guys. But LeBron goes to Cleveland, of all the places. That's amazing. Wow. Okay. LaMarcus Aldridge, he re-signs with Atlanta. Rondo will re-sign in Philly. Ron Artest. Oh, no, he was already in Philly. Okay, well, he re-signs in Philly. Jay Williams goes back to New Jersey. The Rockets will re-sign Paul Millsap. Kyle Lowry and J.J. Redick both go to Cleveland. Wow, the Cavs went crazy this year. That's hilarious that J.J. Redick and LeBron are teammates. That's funny. Wow. Okay, Bargnani stays in Orlando. Hamilton goes to New York. What a crazy free agency. The Cavs, man, the Cavs are going to be really good. I mean, they're young, but J.J. Redick, who was putting up 17 a game last season, and Kyle Lowry, 21 and 9. That's pretty good. They're gonna be solid. On to the LeBron era, and ironically enough, he goes to Cleveland to start the 2010s. That is so funny. I'm actually curious. I want to look at that roster. The Cavs. Let's see, where are they? Here we go. So LeBron, who I think went down, or was he already? I think he was already at 98. Was he at 99? I can't remember. Kyle Lowry at an 86. Griffin, who is in year 2, is an 84. Redick's an 83. DeMarcus, a rookie, at an 80 overall. And they have a decent bench. I mean, I like Wilson Chandler. Wow, they signed Wilson Chandler. So he doesn't return to Dallas. Interesting. Charlie Villanueva, solid player for them. Nick Young, that's funny. Oh, he was already on Cleveland. Okay. Very interesting team. LeBron James wins an MVP in his first year with the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is his 4th MVP of his career. 25 points, nearly 11 rebounds, and 9 assists, 2.2 steals, and 2.5 blocks. Wow. DeMarcus Cousins wins Rookie of the Year with 16, 8, and 2 assists, a steal and a block per game for the Cavs. Jared Jack wins 6th Man of the Year with the Utah Jazz. LeBron wins his 2nd Defensive Player of the Year award. I mean, he's averaging 4.7 steals and blocks. Stocks. Like, that's insane. Ricky Rubio with 12, 3, and 4. He is your most improved player. And the Jazz won 55 games. Jason Richardson, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Kevin Durant, and Yao Ming are on the All-NBA first team. KD averaging 27, 8, and 5. Second team has Ginobili, Billups, Garnett, Bosh, and Brand. And then third team is Kyle Lowry, Gilbert Arenas, Paul Pierce, Carmelo Anthony, and Dwight Howard. All defensive first team has Jason Kidd, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, Kevin Garnett, and Joakim Noah. Second team has Jason Richardson, Chauncey Billups, Chris Bosh, Kevin Durant, and Elton Brand. Here's your all-rookie first team. John Wall, 18 and 6 per game. Paul George, 16, 4, and 3 as the number 1 overall pick. Greg Monroe, 12 and 7. And Evan Turner, 10, 5, and 4. Jason Richardson led the league in points per game with 30.2. Noah led the league in rebounds per game with 14.2. Chris Paul led the league in assists with 10.5. Rondo led the league in steals with LeBron at 2.2. And then blocks per game, LeBron led the league with blocks per game. Wow. Okay, so second in steals and first in blocks. Yeah, makes sense that he won Defensive Player of the Year award. They were the 4 seed, so they're not a top 3 seed, but they're extremely young. And, you know, I mean, LeBron taking that team to 4 seed is pretty good. The Indiana Pacers are the number 1 seed in the East with Devin Harris, Quentin Richardson, Rudy Gay, Nene, and Jermaine O'Neal. Cleveland, the 4 seed. Orlando, the 3 seed. And Philly is the number 2 seed with Kwame Brown and Marc Gasol. In the West, the Oklahoma City Thunder are the 1 seed with Conley, Corey Maggette, Kevin Love. Interesting. Utah is the 4 seed. Golden State is the 3. Oh, they have T-Mac on that team. I totally forgot about that. He's been there his whole career. It's just he hasn't done anything. Wow, so him and Steph got the Warriors to the number 3 seed in the West. Pretty good. Gordon Hayward as a rookie, 12-2-2. You got Zach Randolph. It's a pretty solid team. And then Memphis as the number 2 seed in the West. So on to round number 2 of the playoffs, and the Utah Jazz have been eliminated. So Dwayne Wade and Chris Paul are gone. The 2-seeded Grizzlies are eliminated. Oh, the 3-seeded Warriors are eliminated. The 76ers are eliminated. The Boston Celtics, the OKC Thunder, the Orlando Magic, and the Chicago Bulls are all eliminated. So LeBron is on to round 2. Dwayne Wade is not. And Steph Curry is not. Wow, a ton of upsets. Every single series in the West was an upset. 2 of the 4 were an upset in the East. Absolutely insane. On to the conference finals we go. The Pistons, the Clippers, the Suns, the Pacers are all eliminated. The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to the conference finals with LeBron in his first year in Cleveland. They play the 6-seeded New York Knicks, who have Speedy Claxton, Aaron Aflalo, Mike Dunleavy, Richard Lewis, and Elton Brand. And then Portland has Nate Robinson, Vince Carter, Lou Alday, Chris Kaman, and Gortat with Corey Brewer coming off the bench. And then Houston with Chauncey, Richard Jefferson, Paul Millsap, and look at Greg Oden, averaging 6 points and 10 rebounds. Gallo coming off the bench there as well. So we head to the conference finals. Game number 1 goes to Cleveland and Houston. Game 2 goes to New York and Portland. So both series tied at 1. Game 3 will go to Cleveland and Portland. Game number 4, Cleveland takes a 3-1 series lead. Houston and Portland are tied up at 2. And, okay, continue. The New York Knicks have been eliminated in 5. That's why I clicked Simcast, not Sim Game. And Game 5 in the West, Houston takes a 3-2 series lead. Portland forces a Game 7, and the Houston Rockets have been eliminated. It's the Portland Trailblazers on to the NBA Finals. Nate Robinson, Vince Carter, Luol Deng, Luis Scola, and Chris Kaman. The Blazers were just in the finals 3 years ago. They lost to the New Jersey Nets and LeBron James. So this time around, they play Cleveland with Kyle Lowry, JJ Redick, Blake Griffin, DeMarcus Cousins, and, of course, LeBron James. That's kind of a tough role for Portland, but let's see what happens. On to Game 1 in Cleveland, and after one, the Cavs with a 6-point lead, but Portland takes the lead going into the second half. Back and forth we go. And down to a minute 48, the Cavs have taken a 2-point lead. Let's jump in. Portland with the ball. Luis Scola will pass it in. Nate Robinson with it, guarded by JJ Redick. And Robinson gets it to Luol Deng. Mid-range jumper. Good. Luol Deng ties up the game at 1:15. So LeBron will bring it up here in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. LeBron, step back 3. No, he missed it. So Nate Robinson with it, guarded by Redick. Robinson drives into traffic. He'll take it back out. Over to Luol Deng in the post, guarded by Nick Young. Luol Deng, layup, no good. Nick Young with the rebound. He passes it up ahead to Redick for 3. Bang! JJ Redick hits the 3. And he gives the Cleveland Cavaliers a 118-115 lead. What a shot from J.J. Redick. A minute and 10 to go with Portland down by 3. Luis Scola will pass it in. He gets it to Vince. Vince guarded by Redick. Over to Nate Robinson. Robinson thought about taking 3, doesn't take it. Guarded by Kyle Lowry. Gets a screen from Scola. Robinson will give it to Carter. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Luis Scola mid-range jumper, and he hits it. Tough shot from Luis Scola. And it's a 1-point game. Cleveland up by 1. LeBron, guarded by Luol Deng, blows by him. LeBron, fouled hand 1. LeBron James. A big bucket there gives Cleveland a 3-point lead, and he has a chance to give them a 4-point lead. Free throw is up and good. A 4-point lead for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Carter will bring it up. 35 seconds to go. Vince Carter gets a screen from Kaman. Carter into the post to Luol Deng, guarded by LeBron. Deng will have to give it up here. Gives it to Carter. Layup and good. Vince Carter, tough shot. Gets it within 2, but 26.5 seconds to go. They're probably going to have to foul, and they will. So Kyle Lowry to the free throw line. And the first is up and good. And the second free throw is good. So 2 big-time free throws there from Kyle Lowry. That gives Cleveland a 4-point lead. And Portland will probably have to... You could take a quick 2. Maybe try to foul LeBron if you can. Since he's I believe like a 76% free throw shooter. Scola will pass it into Robinson. Nate Robinson. Down to 16 seconds on the shot clock. Gives it to Vince. Carter for 3. No good. Cousins with the rebound, and they will foul immediately. So 13.9 seconds to go, and DeMarcus Cousins will head to the free throw line. He misses the first. And the second is no good as well. So Luol Deng will get it to Vince. 10 seconds on the clock. Robinson, he has to take a 3. And that's no good. Blake Griffin with the rebound, and that will do it. The Cleveland Cavaliers will win Game 1 of the 2011 NBA Finals. On to Game 2 of the 2011 NBA Finals, and the Cavs with a big lead after 1, but Portland has taken the lead at the half, and now Cleveland takes the lead back in the fourth quarter. On to late in the fourth with a minute to go. Cleveland up by 7, and they will hold on 109-105. LeBron with 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists. Redick with 17. Griffin with 16. Gortat with 21 and 11. Brad Miller with 19 and 5. And Chris Kaman with 16 and 12. But the Cavs take a 2-0 series lead, and we headed back to Portland for game number 3. The Cavs with a 23-point lead after 1, and Portland is now within 12. See if they can come back here. Nope, they won't. That'll do it. 109-94. The Cleveland Cavaliers have taken a 3-0 series lead. LeBron with 28, 10, and 8 had 5 blocks. Blake Griffin with 22, 9, and 4. Redick with 18. Kyle Lowry with 17, 7, and 12 for Portland. 28, 9, and 3 for Luol Deng. So the Cavs have taken a 3-0 series lead, and now Game 4 in Portland, and we're all tied up after 1 at the half. Portland leads it by 1. After 3, the Cavs lead it by 9, and this might do it. The Cavs are going to sweep the Portland Trailblazers. 3, 2, 1, and that will do it. LeBron James goes home to Cleveland, and in year 1, they win the NBA title. After winning in New Jersey just 3 years ago, they were first-round exits, I believe, in back-to-back years. And no, missed the playoffs completely in 2009. Lost in round 1 last year, and now and then in the offseason heads home to Cleveland, and in year one, with one of the younger teams in the NBA, LeBron James has led them to an NBA title. Blake Griffin in year number 2, DeMarcus Cousins, a rookie, Kyle Lowry and JJ Redick, neither of them are 25. LeBron at the age of 26, I believe, 25 or 26, has won another NBA title and another Finals MVP, this time in Cleveland. Wow. What a shocking just year. Absolutely insane. By the way, LeBron had 40, 12, 8 assists, 4 steals, took 30 shots in game number 4 to close out the series. Wow. Yeah, he's 26. JJ Redick is... Oh, no, JJ Redick is 26 as well. Kyle Lowry, 25. DeMarcus Cousins is 19, and Blake Griffin is 22. And they win the NBA title. Wow. What a run. What an impressive run. So the Cavs are NBA champions. LeBron had a triple-double in the NBA Finals. 30 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, and 2.5 blocks. Shot 55% from the field, 42% from 3, and 86% from the free throw line. What a run for LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Just absolutely insane, the storyline here. That is so cool. By the way, back in 2008, when LeBron won MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, and Finals MVP in the same year, all right? He was the third player ever to do that. The other two were Wilt. I believe, no, not Wilt. Yes, Wilt. And George Mikan. LeBron has now done it twice. So LeBron, in 2008, at 23 years old, did something that only 2 other players have ever done. Now, at 26, has done it twice. Wow. So 4 MVPs, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and 2 NBA Finals MVPs. That's pretty good. Jamal Mashburn, Grant Hill, Antoine Walker, Derek Fisher, Antonio Daniels, Antoine Jameson, they all retire. And for Hall of Famers, Grant Hill is the only one. 25 points per game, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for his career. 14-time All-Star, All-NBA second team and third team once. So Grant Hill on to the Hall of Fame. On to the draft lottery, and the Timberwolves have the best odds at the number 1 overall pick. New Jersey, who had LeBron James, they now have the second best odds at getting the number 1 overall pick. The Warriors have the Milwaukee Bucks pick at 9, so that could potentially turn into something. The Lakers have 5 and 13, with 5 being New Orleans picks. So the number 1 overall pick will be awarded to the San Antonio Spurs. The Nets will have the 2nd overall pick, with Minnesota at 3, Washington at 4, and the Hornets at 5. The Warriors keep that number 9 overall pick, but the Nets, how funny would it be if New Jersey got Kyrie Irving in this draft? I know they're the 2nd overall pick. Kyrie went 1, but Kawhi Leonard is in this draft, so I wouldn't be shocked if Kawhi went round in pick 1 to San Antonio, which would be funny. But I mean, kind of history kind of repeats itself, right? LeBron leaves his team, they get the number, or they get a top 2 pick, I guess. Kyrie Irving gets drafted by them. Be kind of interesting. So on to the 2011 NBA draft, and with the number 1 overall pick, the San Antonio Spurs, they take Kyrie Irving. So Kyrie goes number 1, just like he did in real life, this time to the San Antonio Spurs. The New Jersey Nets at 2 will take Kawhi Leonard. At 3, Minnesota will take Klay Thompson. So Klay went much higher than he did in real life. The Wizards at 4 will get Tobias Harris. At 5, New Orleans takes Jonas Valanciunas. At 6, the Bobcats will select Kemba Walker, which they did in real life, didn't they? Or no? Yes? I'm now confusing myself. No. Yes. No. I don't remember. Did Kemba Walker get drafted by the Bobcats? Gosh, no, I don't think so. Who did he get drafted by? He got drafted by the... It's not showing. Yeah, the Bobcats. I'm not crazy. It was the Bobcats. Okay, anyways. I don't know why I got so confused there. Tristan Thompson gets taken by the Kings at number 7. The Denver Nuggets will take Jimmy Butler at pick 8. The Golden State Warriors will take Bismack Biyombo at 9. And Atlanta at 10 will take Nikola Vucevic. On to free agency here in 2011. Kevin Durant returns to Atlanta. Gilbert Arenas will stay in Indy. Conley stays in OKC. Marcus Gasol will stay in Philly. Carmelo Anthony leaves Boston and joins the Warriors. What? Steph Curry, Carmelo Anthony, Tracy McGrady are all in Golden State. And Shaq! What just happened? You've got to be kidding me. Golden State just loaded up. They're like, yo, we got the greatest three-point shooter in NBA history. We are going crazy. Wow. Okay. Interesting. The Cavs. Ooh, the Cavs signed Chris Webber. Hey, look at that. Chris Webber's like, I need more than one ring. That's hilarious. I mean, he's just a role player, but hey, good for Cleveland, I guess. Wow. I mean, I'm expecting a Golden State Warriors, Cleveland Cavaliers NBA Finals. Right? This is crazy. Steph ends up being drafted by the Warriors. LeBron leaves his original team to join the Cavs, and they could be meeting up in the NBA Finals. LeBron James wins his 5th MVP, and he's 27 years old. 26 points per game, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 2 steals, 2.5 blocks, shooting 57% from the field. Yeah, I mean, it's over for the rest of the league. This dude is ridiculous. He has a good team around him. Oh my. All right. Well, Kawhi Leonard wins Rookie of the Year 19-4-2. Pau Gasol wins 6th Man of the Year with the Lakers. Kevin Garnett wins DPOY 18-13-7. Honestly, you could have given it to LeBron. Most improved is Russell Westbrook with 26-4-9. Last year he averaged... Wow, okay. That's kind of weird that he got most improved. Coach of the Year, 61 wins for Jonathan Little and the Cleveland Cavaliers. All NBA first team, Dwayne Wade, Manu Ginobili, LeBron James, Kevin Garnett, and Yao Ming. Second team has Gilbert Arenas, Russell Westbrook, Pau Gasol, Hedo Turkoglu, and Dwight Howard. Third team has Kobe Bryant, still averaging 26, 11, and 8. Wow, he's averaging a ton of rebounds at 33 years old. Kyle Lowry, Dirk Nowitzki, Kevin Durant, and Elton Brand. All defensive first team has Kobe, Wade, Garnett, Braun, and Kaman. All defensive second team has Manu, Gilbert Arenas, Tim Duncan, Pau Gasol, and Yao Ming. All rookie first team, Kawhi Leonard, Kemba Walker, Jimmy Butler, who's out. Hurt his left humerus fracture. Oof, not great. And then Klay Thompson, as a rookie, putting up 18 points per game. Wow. Yao Ming just put up 30 a game. Are you kidding me? He led the league in points per game. Also put up 15 rebounds. He must be all by himself. Chris Paul led the league with 11.9 assists per game. Kawhi led the league in steals. And Roy Hibbert led the league in blocks per game. So on to the playoffs. The Cleveland Cavaliers will play the New Jersey Nets. Wow. Oh, that's weird. Blake Griffin's coming off the bench for some reason. I don't know. That'll probably get fixed. But New Jersey on to the playoffs with Kawhi Leonard. They basically traded LeBron for Kawhi at this point. Wow. Okay. Indy will play Chicago. New York will play Orlando. And Miami, with James Harden and Russell Westbrook, will play the Atlanta Hawks. And Kevin Durant with Monte Ellis and LaMarcus Aldridge. In the West, got Utah as the 1 seed with Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Lamar Odom. OKC and the Clippers will face off at the 4-5. New Orleans will play Portland as a 3 and 6. And then the LA Lakers, who are the 2 seed with Ty Lawson. How's Ty doing? 10 and 4. Okay, not as good as real life. Rip Hamilton, Steven Jackson, Serge Ibaka, and Dwight Howard. Pau Gasol is the 6th man on that team. And then Golden State is the 7 seed. Wow, only the 7 seed with this team? Interesting. I guess Steph just isn't there yet. He's up to an 84 overall. T-Mac's down to an 83. And Melo. So T-Mac and Melo are getting old. Randolph is 30, and Shaq, okay, I guess it's just a really old team with the young staff, so that's why. On to the second round of the playoffs. The Orlando Magic, the Golden State Warriors, the Phoenix Suns, the LA Clippers, the Atlanta Hawks, the New Jersey Nets, and the Chicago Bulls and Portland are all eliminated. So no Steph. All the favorites won in, well, every single favorite won. Very different from last year. Where was it last year? Yeah, where basically no top 3 seeds made it to the Final Four. So we are on to the second round. Let's get to the conference finals here. The Miami Heat, the Indiana Pacers, the OKC Thunder, and the New Orleans Hornets are all eliminated. So we got Cleveland versus the New York Knicks with Andre Miller, Ivy, Peja Stojakovic, Rashard Lewis, and Elton Brand. And then we've got the Utah Jazz playing the LA Lakers. Forgot how to speak there. So game 1 in the conference finals goes to Utah and Cleveland. Game 2 will go to Utah and New York. Game 3, whoa, New York takes a 2-1 series lead. Utah takes a 3-0 series lead. Game number 4, the Cavs tie up the series. The LA Lakers have been eliminated. The Utah Jazz are on to the NBA Finals for a third time? No, second time. Second time. That's right. Second. I thought they lost one. Second time. The first since 2007. So game number 5 between Cleveland and New York. And Cleveland does win game 5. And, New York forces a game 7. So here we go. Game number 7 in Cleveland. And after one, the Knicks with the 2-point lead. Cleveland, though, has taken the lead into the second half. And down to 5 minutes ago, they're up by 12. And they'll win it. The Cleveland Cavaliers are back to the NBA Finals. Can they win back-to-back? Or will Dwayne Wade and the Utah Jazz win their second? Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, Lamar Odom, Amari Stoudemire, and Eddie Curry is the starting 5 for the Utah Jazz. For the Cavs, it's Kyle Lowry, J.J. Redick, LeBron James, Blake Griffin, and DeMarcus Cousins. This is a very interesting NBA Finals. But LeBron James and Dwayne Wade will face off here. By the way, we have not had, or well, I should say, we've had now a guaranteed 6 straight years where a player from the 2003 draft has won the NBA Finals. Think about that. Wade in 07, LeBron in 08, Bosh in 9 and 10, and LeBron last year in 2011. Kind of crazy. On to game 1 in Cleveland. And after one, the Cavs lead it by 7. At the half, they lead it by 6. And going into the fourth, they lead it by, I think, 14, something like that. And they will, I think they'll win it. They should win it here. 103-101. Yeah. Wow, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be. 103-102 is the final score. Kyle Lowry with a huge game. Had 31, 8, and 5. He put up 21, 10, and 5 in the regular season. LeBron had 19, 10, and 14. He's only averaging 24 in the playoffs, but 10 assists as well. Dwayne Wade put up 24, 5, and 16. He's averaging 37 and nearly 12 assists in the playoffs. That's really impressive. On to game number 2. And we're all tied up after 1. At the half, Utah's up by 3. Going into the fourth, they're up by 8. And down to, yeah, that'll do it. The Utah Jazz win game 2, 106-93. A triple-double from LeBron is not enough. Wade put up 37, 9, 8, and 3 steals and 2 blocks. Dwayne Wade is going crazy. On to game 3 in Utah. The Cavs with a 9-point lead after 1. At the half, they lead it by 11. Going into the fourth, and here come the Jazz. Only down by 6. Down to a minute 48. They're down by 3. Down by 5. Can they make this a one-possession game here? Down by 7. No, that will do it. The Cavs retake home court advantage. 30 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, 4 steals, and 5 blocks. He nearly had a 5-by-5. Wow, LeBron just went crazy. 32, 6, and 15 for Dwayne Wade. And we are on to game 4 in Utah. Can Cleveland take a 3-1 series lead? They're up by 14 after 1. Oh, they're blowing them out. And I mean, I don't think the Jazz can come back here. Yeah, no, it's over. Cleveland wins 117-94. Kyle Lowry, another big game. LeBron at 19, 12, and 7. D Wade with 31 and 10. Just looks like LeBron has more help right now. Even look at Chris Webber. I mean, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, putting up 18 and 7 in Game 4 of the NBA Finals. Chris Webber wants another ring. On to Game 5 in Cleveland. Can the Cavs finish it off in 5? Oh my, the Utah Jazz just killed them in the first quarter. And Cleveland's down by 9, headed into the fourth. Down by 8, down by 7, and that will do it. The Utah Jazz stay alive. 114-107. LeBron with 25, 8, and 5. Chris Paul with 25 and 13. About time he showed up in the finals. 24, 5, and 15 for Dwayne Wade. So on to Game 6. I thought it was over. We have Game 6 in Utah. The Cavs with an early 4-point lead after 1, but the Jazz have taken the lead into the second half. Back and forth we go. Down to 4.5 minutes. The Jazz up by 2. 2 minutes ago, they're up by, we're all tied up. 1 minute and 40. Let's jump in. We're all tied up with 1 minute and 40 to go. Utah with it. Here's Wade. He drives immediately. Nice pass to Curry. And Curry will slam it through. It's a 2-point lead for the Utah Jazz. Dwayne Wade with a huge play there. Cousins will pass it into LeBron. LeBron with it. 1.5 minutes to go. LeBron driving left, puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound. LeBron puts it up and in, and 1. LeBron James doing it all by himself. He will go to the free throw line, and LeBron hits the free throw. It's a 1-point lead for Cleveland. My goodness. 1 minute 25 with Lamar Odom. Up at the top of the key, he'll get a screen from Curry. LeBron guarding him. Odom passes back to Curry over to Paul. Chris Paul guarded by Lowry. Gets a screen. Paul spins left. Chris Paul floater up and good. Chris Paul gives the Jazz a 1-point lead. LeBron, by the way, with 26 and 12. Lamar with 20 and 9. LeBron has it guarded by Odom. LeBron at the top here. Step back. Mid-range jumper. No good. Amari Stoudemire with the rebound. He gives it to Wade. Utah up by 1. Over to Odom for 3. Good! Lamar Odom over LeBron. Gives the Jazz a 4-point lead. What a shot from Lamar Odom. Wow. Oh my, all right. Well, 50 seconds to go. Cousins will pass it in. He'll give it to LeBron, and they're going to call another timeout. Guys, I got to go. This video is taking forever. Come on. Oh, Lord. 50 seconds, man. This 2K, man, it's just, I don't know how you can't fix this glitch. Cousins will pass it in. It's been like freaking 5 years. Cousins will pass it in to Griffin over to LeBron. LeBron guarded by Lamar Odom. Pushes Lamar Odom out of his way and lays it up and in. It's a 2-point lead now for Utah. Chris Paul has 26 points and 18 assists. Kyle Lowry has 30 again. Lamar Odom guarded by LeBron. Down to 35 seconds. Chris Paul with it. Over to Wade. Wade, mid-range. Nope, he doesn't take it. Now he takes it, and it's good. Dwayne Wade gives the Jazz a 4-point lead. Cousins will give it to LeBron. Need a quick bucket or a 3. They'll call a timeout. Oh, Lord. All right, 27.7 seconds to go. The difference between game clock and shot clock is 6.7 seconds. So Cleveland will pass it in here. It'll be DeMarcus Cousins. And Cousins will pass it in eventually to LeBron James. Over to... Nope, he won't pass it. Oh, nice pass to Cousins. Cousins will miss the dunk. Well, that'll do it. DeMarcus Cousins missed the dunk, and Chris Paul will make the first free throw, and the second is good, and we will have a Game 7. On to Game 7 in Cleveland, and the Jazz with an early 7-point lead, but here come the Cavs. They take the lead going into the second half, and now... oh my. Cleveland just killed them. And that will do it. The Cleveland Cavaliers are back-to-back NBA champions. LeBron James wins his third ring in 5 years. 1 with the Nets and now 2 with his hometown team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Man, Utah was down 3-1. It was a hell of an effort. They were able to force a Game 7, but it's hard to beat It's hard to beat LeBron James in a Game 7. It's just hard to do. The Cleveland Cavaliers are back-to-back NBA champions, and LeBron James is back-to-back Finals MVP. 5 MVPs in the regular season, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and now 3 Finals MVPs. LeBron James is climbing up the greatest of all time list. 27, 12, and 7, 2 steals, and 5 blocks in Game 7. Redick had a big game with 29. Wade with 21 in the loss, and the Cavs blow out the Utah Jazz in Game 7 of the 2012 NBA Finals. LeBron James in the finals averaged 25, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. Nearly a triple-double. Not quite. Last year, he did average a triple-double. This year, 25, 11, and 9.9 assists. But LeBron James is quickly going up that greatest of all time list. Where does he sit in your guys' opinion? 5 MVPs, 3 Finals MVPs, 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards. At this point, he's in the top 6, right? Or top... well, I don't know. Does he pass Rick Barry there? Rick Barry 6-4 in the finals, 4 Finals MVPs, but only 3 regular season MVPs, never won Defensive Player of the Year. I don't know. He's right there with Rick Barry. But obviously, LeBron has plenty of time. He's only 27 years old. And this team is pretty young. Like, they're not going anywhere. Blake Griffin's 23. DeMarcus Cousins is 20. Lowry's 26, and JJ Redick's 27. Now, they can't pay them all, right? They're going to lose 1 or 2 of them, but it's a pretty good team. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Hit that like button if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. And I will see you guys in the year 2012.